Hey guys, good evening and welcome back again to your Unacademy NEET English channel. I hope all of you are doing great, having a good time. So, my dear students, this particular video is basically for all the NEET 2027 aspirants. In this particular video, I'll let you know all the information about the NEET 2027 examination, whether NEET examination is going to be happening in the offline mode, online mode, what is going to be the eligibility criteria, what will be the difficulty level of the NEET 2027, even the information about the number of attempts. So all this information I'll be sharing with you in this particular video, right? The session is going to be very short and precise. I would want you guys to be with me till the end. Okay. So first of all, my dear students, if you look at the eligibility criteria, well, the eligibility criteria for the NEET examination has not changed at all. Okay. So basically, in order to appear in the NEET examination, what you should be having in your class 12th, right, in the category general, your percentage should be more than 50 of your PCB, right? If you belong to SC, ST, or OBC, then it should be more than 40% in your class 12th. Number one. Number two, what about the age? My dear students, you should be 17. Your age should be 17 years by 31st December 2027. So by 31st December 2027, minimum you should be 17 years of age, right? What about the number of attempts? So till now, you could write NEET examination 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times. There was no limit. But your education minister, he came up with some notice long back wherein he told that there'll be some information given to the number of the number of attempts as well, right? So this is not yet clear. So we do not know whether there'll be some attempt limits or something like that. We'll come to know about this in I think in 10 to 15 days with few more notices coming up from NTA side. Now, what about the difficulty level? My dear students, as we saw, the difficulty level in the year 2025, it has increased, right? In the year 2025, your physics paper was almost up to JEE advanced level, I would say. This year also, your physics paper as well as chemistry paper was difficult. So I would say the difficulty level has definitely increased, right? And I believe NTA is going to carry forward the same difficulty level for the upcoming 3 to 4 years, right? Because we saw the same stuff in year 2025. The same thing happened in the year 2026 as well, right? So we believe that this is going to be the new pattern of the examination. The difficulty level will be in the category of moderate to difficult, right? I mean, the exam level will be in the category of moderate to difficult. Perfect. So now, my dear students, we have to basically prepare ourselves in such a manner that we start the chapter from the basics and take it to the advanced level. So that is the kind of the content which we need now at this particular point of time. So if you have made your mind of taking a drop for one complete year, I would recommend you to join those batches, be it online batches or offline batches, wherein a teacher starts from the basics and take it to the advanced level, my dear students, right? Because the level of the examination is not the same anymore. Perfect. So, talking about the difficulty level, as I told you, it is even more than JEE mains. Even more than JEE mains now. As you saw the RENEET 2026 paper, in your physics and chemistry, the difficulty level was definitely more than that of your JEE mains paper for sure. If I look at all the shifts which happened this year in the JEE mains, the questions were like very easy when I compare those questions with the RENEET 2026. So definitely the level of the examination has increased, and it's I would say the level is still even more than JEE mains, I can say. Now, when you talk about the exam mode, since we know your NEET examination from the year 2027 will be computer based, perfect. Now, there are almost 20 lakh students or even more writing the NEET examination every year in this particular country, and it would be highly difficult to conduct the computer based test to 20 lakh students on the same day. So I believe, like your JEE mains happens in 2 shifts, right? Same thing is going to happen to the NEET as well for sure. It is going to happen. It is going to be conducted in shifts, multiple shifts, I would say, because it's going to be really difficult to conduct the NEET examination on a given day. So there'll be multiple shifts for the NEET 2027 examination when it comes to the CBT format, computer-based test format. Okay. Now, my dear students, talking about the syllabus is unchanged. Whatever syllabus you are seeing on the NTA site, that is the same, right? You have to prepare accordingly. But my dear students, the level of the content has to be increased for sure. Okay, the level of the content has to be increased for sure, because you saw the difficulty level is increased. So we have to prepare ourselves in such a way that if the difficulty level of the NEET 2027 is even the advanced level, right, we should be in a position to solve those questions. So technically, we have to start from the scratch and we have to scale up the things to the advanced level for sure. And that is something we are planning to do in our Phoenix 2.0 batch as well. So, my dear students, on 27th of this particular month, we are not going to do any sort of delay. We are not going to take a pause. We are definitely going to start our Phoenix 2.0 batch from 27th of this month, wherein the content will be 1 to 2 levels up. Every single chapter will be started from the basics, scaled up to the advanced level for sure, right? Notes will be redefined, okay? Study material will be redefined, DPPs will be redefined, and the tests, my dear students, which we'll be conducting on in Phoenix 2.0 batch, they'll be redefined as well based on the latest difficulty level of the NEET examination, as you saw day before yesterday. Okay. So, my dear students, what all things you are getting in this Phoenix 2.0 batch? First of all, as you all must be familiar with the fact, when it comes to the NEET 2027 students, we are starting 5 batches for NEET 2027 students. 5 batches by 5 different teams. Like, I'm starting 2 batches, one in English language, one in English language. Similarly, Seep ma'am with her team is starting 1 batch, right? Garima ma'am with her team is starting 1 more batch. Similarly, your Acid Sir AKM, they have started 1 more batch for NEET 2027 aspirants, right? Now, if you are taking the plus subscription of Unacademy, whose cost is just 4699, my dear students, after taking the plus subscription, you'll be having the access to all these batches over here, right? So technically, if you want to study biology from CPMAM, you can do that. If you want to study chemistry from me, you can do that from my batch. If you want to study physics from this batch, you can do that too, right? So technically, we have kept an option for the students to select their teachers wisely, right? So you can do that. This is something new, which is not happening in any other edtech platform. This is for the first time happening in the complete edtech industry, my dear students. Okay, so you just have to take the plus subscription. You'll be having the access to all these batches, right? You can study 1 chapter from 1 batch, 1 chapter from 1 more batch, depending on you, depending on your convenience, basically. Okay, and at the same time, as you can see, these are the top-notch educators of Unacademy, top-notch educators of the country who are going to train you in these Phoenix batches. All the 5 batches which I showed you, these are the teachers basically who are going to train you there, right? And my dear students, the first thing, you are getting trained by the top educators of the country, number 1. Number 2, the main thing where the students get stuck while doing the preparation. What is that? That's about the doubt solving. So we have kept doubt solving rooms as well. So every day there'll be 3 hours given to doubt solving. Perfect. Apart from your live classes. Perfect. And my dear students, at the same time, you'll be having the access to, as I told you already, you'll be having the access to all the batches, all the past batches, as well as the upcoming batches which we are going to start. For example, in this Phoenix batch, we'll be completing your syllabus by December end. After that, we'll come up with a crash course batch basically, and that crash course batch will be free for all of you. So all the past batches, all the upcoming batches, you'll be having the access to all of them, right? And you need not to worry about the study material. It will be provided to you, the level of format of the study material, right? It's not going to be the same anymore. The notes which we are going to provide you, they are not going to be the same anymore. Again, level up, the content modified one. Similarly, when it comes to your daily practice sheets, again, level up. So every single thing kept in all these 5 batches over here, every single thing is level up basically. So whatever parameters, even the tests, you are going to be writing the tests in these batches, right? After every 14 days, we'll be conducting a test for you. And let me tell you the tests which you'll be writing in these batches, right? They are again going to be level up only based on the difficulty level of the re-NEET as well as the difficulty level of the NEET 2025 examination. So all the parameters which are required to crack this particular examination with a good score, now based on the latest trends of the difficulty level. So I would say all those parameters have been incorporated in all these batches which we are starting in Unacademy on 27th of this particular month, right? So my dear students, how do you enroll into this? There'll be a link. There'll be one link in the description box of the video. You just have to click on that link. After clicking on that link, there'll be 2 options. Either you can go for plus subscription or you can go for iconic subscription. Now you must be thinking, what's the difference between the two? My dear students, in the plus subscription, you get study material in the form of PDF format. Whereas if you take the iconic subscription, you get study material like this in these form. Right? I mean, these booklets will be delivered to your houses basically. Right? So in your plus subscription, study material in the form of PDF, and in your iconic subscription, study material in the form of booklets which will be delivered to your houses. And at the same time, in your iconic subscription, there will be one-on-one mentorship sessions. For example, after every 14 days, you will have to write the test in the batch. Well, after After you write the tests, we'll be getting the results of your test. We'll try to analyze your results, and we'll keep on having one-on-one mentorship sessions with all of you, wherein we'll let you know exactly where your weaknesses are, where your strengths are, right? How whether you are lagging in the calculation, whether you are lagging in the concept clarity. Every single thing will be done in those one-on-one mentorship sessions, which is provided in the Iconic subscription. Now it's completely your choice to go either for Plus or Iconic. If you take Plus or Iconic, you'll be having access to all these batches with the study material, with the tests, with the DPPs, every single thing. Only difference is one-on-one mentorship in Iconic subscription, and the study material in the form of these booklets will be delivered to your houses if you take the Iconic subscription. And I told you already, how do we enroll into this? You just have to click on the link which is there in the description box. You'll find two options after clicking on the link, either to go for Plus or Iconic. You'll click on that. You'll select the duration of the batch, whether you want to take the batch for 12 months, 24 months, based on your, I mean, based on the thing whether you are writing the NEET examination in 2027 or 2028. For example, if you are writing the NEET examination in 2027, you just have to take the subscription for 12 months, click on continue. After clicking on continue, you just have to put your number on which you'll be getting the OTP and everything, and eventually you'll be enrolled into the batch. And my dear students, those students who are enrolling into the batch, there'll be a separate Telegram group, separate WhatsApp community made for those students, wherein those students will be 24/7 in contact with the teachers. So whenever during the day you face any sort of difficulty apart from the teaching hours, right, you can post those, questions, your doubts in the Telegram group, in the WhatsApp community, wherein your teachers will be constantly helping you out in this particular 1 year, right? So let's kickstart the preparation, get enrolled as soon as possible. Perfect. And let's crack it, my dear students. Take care.